What's up, guys? Oh my god. So this video, I want to tell you guys another crazy story. Another paranormal one. I only have 3 of these because I don't want to make anything up. And this one, I was just talking to my classmate about it, and she was so like captivated by what I was saying, and she was she like looked at me like, "What? Are you serious?" And so I was like, "Okay, I'll make a video about it." The craziest thing too is it's real. It actually happened. I'm not making this up. I promise I'm not that not that good at making a story up. But okay, so here we go. I'll start. So in what was it 2013? I worked at a an oncology urology hospital or an oncology urology ward in the hospital. You know, like dealing with cancer patients, and the whole ward was haunted. Like everybody, you know, it's funny. I think a lot of people will tell you that any hospital is haunted. Literally, it's where people pass away, and they, you know, sometimes they come back, and people, you know, this particular hospital, there's a couple of rooms where even like patients would wake up and they would be on like DNR or not DNR, like bed rest, like sleep hygiene. So you can't, you know, don't wake them up in the middle of the night, even to get their vital signs. Don't wake them up to draw their blood, anything. And one of these patients, you know, they'd say like, I remember I went in the morning to get their vital signs. I was like, "How would you sleep?" You know, like really excited because usually people they get crappy sleep in the hospital because you got to wake them up at 4 o'clock in the morning, get their lab draw or their vital signs. And so I walked in and I said, how's it going? You know, did you have a good sleep? And they said, yeah, except somebody was standing at the foot of my bed in the middle of the night. I thought you said you guys weren't going to come in and get vital signs. And I'm like, no. I was outside of the door the entire night, like on the computer. I was happy because nobody, or you know, like I didn't have much to do that night, you know. So I was just like literally watching Netflix all night, pretty much as a corpsman, you know. And my nurse was just chilling. Like we would take turns taking naps and stuff. But I talked with the nurse after this, and she said, "Yeah, I didn't go in there either." And so that's like the type of situation we're dealing with here. Like, there's all types of haunted rooms in hospitals. So here's the start of the actual story, right? So one day I'm on a 1-to-1 with a patient. So that was people who were kind of deemed maybe a risk to themselves or others, or maybe they're, you know, suicidal ideation or something, you know, or maybe they just, you know, wanted to make sure that they're being good taken care of. They do 1-to-1. So I'd sit in the room for the entire shift, and the entire 12-hour shift. And if I had to get somebody to like relieve me to go get something to eat, like, you know, they'd come and fill in for me. So in this 1-to-1, some weird things started to happen. It was kind of just about to be like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, a little bit like over the hump when it comes to my shift. And this patient, so she started talking in her sleep, saying like, "Oh, John, I'm so happy you finally came." And I was like watching TV, and I had to like, you know, I had this big monitor in front of me, and like I had headphones connected to it. I'm watching like anime and watching One Piece, and I take it out because I hear her, and I'm like, "Oh, what's she talking about? Is she talking to me?" And she's like, "Oh, John, like I haven't seen you in so long. I miss you so much." And I you know, this lady throughout the day, she would confuse me as her late husband, John, and the family that would like they were there in the room. There's like, you know, just so you know, she might call you John. That was the name of her late husband, and you know, so we get it all the time. You know, she calls him John. She calls, you know, her son John, whatever. And so crazy enough, she starts saying this, and I'm like, okay, like what's going on? And all of a sudden, the call bell starts ringing. Like, you know, when you're in the hospital, you can press the call bell, and the nurse will come over. And you know, in our hospital, it also was connected to the phone at the nursing station, so they could press the call bell, and then you'd hear the like ding 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 ding, and a nurse could pick it up and be like, "Oh, Miss Robinson, how are you doing? You know, everything okay? Can we get you anything?" You know, and they'd communicate that way. So this call bell started going off, which was weird because I had it next to me. Obviously, this patient wasn't going to be using it because, you know, I'm in there, you know. So we don't want her bothering the rest of the nursing staff. So this call bell starts going off. And I start to hear, and I look out the glass over at the nursing station, and I can see there's nobody standing by the phone. And then all of a sudden, I start to hear the phone like jiggle in the receiver the same way that, when you know what I'm talking about, for not a cell phone, like a real analog phone, the way you go like click click. So I could hear that in the room. I hear this like clicking as if somebody's jiggling the phone in the receiver, while she's sleep talking, saying, "John, I haven't seen you in so long. I'm so happy you're here." And this was the weirdest thing I could never explain. It's so simple. It's not like, I didn't see something ridiculous or like not. See, look, maybe me, I'm even trying to downplay this to myself, because when I think about my 3 paranormal instances, I get a little riled up because I know what I saw. And so as I'm hearing that phone jiggle, the curtain on the far side of the room swings like that. And the windows were completely closed, but I got up. I accidentally kicked over I still remember this, my large McDonald's sweet tea, because I had somebody bring me lunch. And I walked out of the room. I said, nope, nope, nope. And I had somebody relieve me for like an hour. And I was like, I didn't even want to tell anybody. I was like, but I had just experienced something like very paranormal. Like so that's it. But I mean, you could ask anybody, like, people experience weird stuff in the hospital. Yeah, but I mean, for obvious reasons, right? It's a place of trauma, pain, um, So I don't know if you believe in ghosts, but this is one of the times in my life that really made me believe in ghosts. But yeah, so that's gonna do it, guys. Thanks for sticking around. If you watched the whole video, I have one more of these planned. Like I said, I don't want to make them up. They're just ones that happened to me. Uh, So yeah, and I think I also have some other like cool stories I want to tell that aren't scary, but they're just things that happened in my life. Oh no, wait, I do have one that's not paranormal, but I almost died. I'm positive of it, twice in the same 24 hours period. Like I almost died twice in the same 24-hour period. So that'll probably be one of my next videos. Thanks for sticking around, and you guys have a good one. Bye.